How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today I want to give you an update on the cryptocurrency market cap. Also want to give you some cryptos that seem to be dead in the water. So I'm going to talk about that and talk about what's happening in Ukraine, give a little update on that. I'm going to try to keep this really concise in about 5 minutes so that way you get really quick news. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button and subscribe button and checking out the link underneath the video to BlockFi. Their credit card is one of the only credit cards I use. Definitely check that out because they pay up to 3.5% back in crypto for the first 3 months. And there's a link down there. So there are 2 links, one to the credit card, one to the wallet, where you can start investing in crypto today. And they give you some nice sign up bonuses. So definitely check that out. Now, crypto overall down a decent amount on the 24-hour. We are still facing uncertain times in Ukraine and Russia. And right now, we have to remember, even just a week ago, we were lower than we are now. So overall, there is a lot of fear. The fear and greed index is around 22 in extreme fear. A lot of this having to do with Russia. So even just today, there was a ceasefire. And unfortunately, they stopped the ceasefire. So Russia was allowing a couple different cities to evacuate, but they stopped this I think, pretty quickly, and they said that they went back on the offensive. So this is kind of slimy in my opinion. We also have people that are booking Airbnbs in Ukraine with no real need for the Airbnbs. They're not going to go to Ukraine, but they had 61,000 nights booked in just 2 days. This is from people around the world on social media trying to spread awareness and trying to funnel money into Ukraine. So pretty cool in my opinion. Now, we do have talks supposedly on Monday. Kiev is going to offer to hold talks with Russia. I don't know if this is actually going to happen. Putin right now is repeatedly warning, though, people in NATO that if there's a no-fly zone called over Ukraine, or if they continue to funnel weapons, they will take this as a sign of war and they will escalate accordingly. Now, overall in crypto, we're still seeing a lot of fear from this, right? A lot of people are saying, hey, crypto is showing all its utility right now because we're able to first of all with Canadian truckers, but then also with what's happening in Ukraine, we're able to send donations and stuff like that. So I think it is showing a lot of utility in uncertain times, but some people still think of it as a risky asset. And overall, stocks aren't doing well either. There's so many uncertainties going forward with supply chains, with global war, with all these things that people are just a little bit cautious. Now, that's been leading to the fear and greed index falling down. I think it is important to look at what actually goes into the fear and greed index. We don't talk about this all too often, but 10% is the Bitcoin related surges. Are people trying to figure out how to buy it, stuff like that. 15% are from surveys. 25% is tied to market momentum. Also 10% is the Bitcoin dominance. So if Bitcoin dominance falls and a lot of people are putting money in altcoins, that's showing greed. Also, social media has a 15% influence. We also have a quarter portion, or 25%, is tied to market volatility. So how much are we going up? And I think it is important to take a look at this because a lot of people don't really know what goes into the fear and greed index. Now, overall, I think Bitcoin's held up pretty well, but there are certain cryptos that people think are dead in the water. Over here on Cointelegraph, Google Trends data reveals that no one cares about the Metaverse or NFTs in 2022. So they're showing this search volume. Now, I think this is maybe a little bit misleading for the fact that we had Facebook, one of the biggest companies in the world, talk about how they're going to get into the Metaverse. We have a bunch of other companies, a lot of the other top companies in the world saying the same thing, but we have Facebook literally committing $10 billion a year. So a lot of people are probably wondering what the heck the Metaverse is. Now, sure, cryptos, or specifically Metaverse cryptos, have gone down a decent amount, but I think it is important to remember cryptos in general have fallen a decent amount. Search volume for crypto has fallen off a little bit as well, but I don't think that Metaverse is done. However, I would say that they are riskier cryptos. I mean, we did have a big pump. Many of these went up 200, 300, 500% in a day. And if you saw one of my recent videos, you'll see that I did sell Decentraland. So I was able to get into this under $1. And in this uncertain time, I just felt like having Decentraland wasn't probably the best option. And because of the fact that if this was a company, a stock that had this virtual world, and they're selling for $5 billion, I don't think I would buy it. Now, of course, they're not exactly the same thing. The one crypto that I do have that is related to the Metaverse is Phantasma. So it's a smart NFT platform, but I feel like overall investing into some of the safer L1s is probably a good way to go. Now, of course, I'm not a financial advisor, but I did want to bring this up because one other thing is too the fact that, you know, NFTs I think are kind of a risky asset. I mean, they're a derivative of crypto, and if you're buying them for price appreciation instead of art, they are very risky. So the fact is, not many people feel like they want to take on that much risk right now. So that might be something to consider too. Now, of course, I could always be wrong. Let me know if I am wrong in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what cryptos you're buying. I am DCAing into Bitcoin here today, stacking some more sats. Let me know your thoughts on that underneath the video. Also, check out the link underneath to BlockFi. And sorry that I didn't keep it to 5 minutes, but pretty close. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.